Oops.
You know,
it didn't.
No, at that point we should have just raw dogged the intro and just went with it.
We should have just did it ourselves. We'd have been like, we should have been like, it's super bad. You sing and you sing good. We just sing the intro. These eyes. No, I clicked it. I don't know what happened there.
Did you click it?
I did. I don't know. It's a morning, I guess. Well, welcome to For Exposure, your weekly independent wrestling spotlight show. I am, as always, Pluggo, the guy that's not supposed to touch buttons, and here's Blair, the brains of the operation.
Hi.
Hi.
I am not the brains, but we all make mistakes. It's bound to happen. There is no judgment on my part because I have done it too. So it's just par for the course with us first thing in the morning. So
Lawrence is in the building, dropping.
I'll put it up there. I'll put it up. I
was going to say, does that show? It's just this trophy, yellow. Oh, but in the chat, they're trophies. They're trophies.
I'm envisioning it right now. So I mean,
I just looked. I was like, what is that? What does he say? Morning, Lawrence. You are an absolute stud, my friend, and I love you.
Lawrence is fantastic, so that's good.
Lawrence has been having it pretty easy lately. I haven't quite, started any beefs that I need his legal advice for. Maybe I need to bring that back up.
Or you could just give him a break, let him do his thing.
He's had a break. He's on retainer. We pay him regardless if we're in legal trouble or not. Just to be, he's like an on-call 24/7 lawyer.
That's solid. I mean,
yeah,
Lawrence, jam up guy. He's the El Dandy.
But he gets handsomely paid.
Yeah. Just a jam up guy.
But anyway, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. Broadcasting from parts unknown today.
I see that. It's a little different.
Which is also known as my dad's place. So just had some stuff to do in the area. So I was like, hey, I'm just gonna broadcast from here. So.
I'm still broadcasting from parts known.
Yeah.
My basement.
The Pluggo Palatial Estates.
Casa del Pluggo, as I dubbed in the Slack chat this weekend, because I'm so excited. Warrior Wrestling announced Eddie Kingston versus Brian Keith will be in South Bend, which is literally 5 minutes from my house, so I could not pass up that opportunity. So I snatched up my ticket. And then I joked in the Slack chat that wouldn't it be kind of funny if like Eddie Kingston and then just came over to my house like I was the Ribera's Steakhouse, and I made up like my own jacket. Eddie Kingston just shows up in my house. Is this the world famous Casa del Pluggo?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Here's a steak off of my grill in my backyard.
Hell yeah! It's just like our conversation last week with the Applebee's.
Yeah. Applebee's jacket that for Love Wrestling, we'll just have Casa del Pluggo, and I have like all these wrestlers show up in my house, like
satin jackets, Casa del Pluggo.
That's right, dude.
Hell yeah!
I don't know if that'll take off, but that would be something.
You might not think it'll take off, but I certainly do, because I mean, South Bend, Indiana, is a hotbed for wrestling history. And I mean, I could see wrestlers wanting to go through there just to get a jacket. So you might be set.
Because I'm in here. That's why it's a hotbed of wrestling history. Pluggo's hotbed of wrestling.
Yes, 100%.
Be like, Be like Eddie Kingston. This is the world famous Castel Pluggo, established in 2020.
This is our lovely hostess, Mrs. Pluggo.
Mrs. Pluggo. This is where my kid scraped his knee on his bike.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I broke this window by accident one time. Like, welcome in.
Yeah, why not?
What can we get you?
Besides Warrior Wrestling, how else is everything for you?
It's good outside of my teenage kids yesterday saying I wasn't trendy, that I didn't know what trendy was, or that I wasn't a trendy person. I was, I'm fine. I'll get over it. I was like, okay. I set the trends, kids. What are you talking about? They're like, Dad, you don't know.
You're the trendsetter, if anything. So,
well, they were showing me YouTube videos of like what's popular within the high school.
I don't think I want to know this.
And I was just like, none of this makes any, like, I get weird humor, but like, none of this makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's so popular, Dad. People quote this all the time.
Is it like Night at the Roxbury quotes?
No, that's our generation. That's not their generation. They don't even.
But to me, that's what kids should be quoting and laughing at.
I agree. But that is neither here nor there. They watch weird stuff, but I love them and whatever.
Hey, Doug Butabi, Steve Butabi, you guys brothers? No. Yes.
It's funny. Yesterday, I went and picked them up from their sporting practices, and I was in my work uniform, and I had one of those like maintenance days where I'm like kind of dirty, but I went and picked them up, and then my daughter's like, Dad, next time don't wear your work uniform to my volleyball games. And I was like, well, this work uniform pays for the house over your head, so leave me alone. I'll try harder. I'm sorry, honey. She's like, yeah, you're just not very trendy. It's a work uniform. And I go, it's like, I'm sorry.
You know how Will Smith had the song "Parents Just Don't Understand"?
Yeah,
kids just don't understand.
It's like, I'm sorry. I came here straight from work to pick you up. My fault. Next time I'll accessorize better.
Then to take you back to our house that you live in.
Yeah, I was like, we're just going
shelter.
We're just going home. Sorry that I walked into the volleyball practice in a uniform. Kid. She's very fashionable. She's very fashionable though, so she's what it is. Yeah. She knows what's up.
Okay.
If anybody does, she does. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We could do a whole other podcast about our teenage kids.
Last week was very eventful in wrestling. How much did you get to check out?
I watched the GCW shows. I watched Big Gay Brunch. That was a lot of fun. I had a good time watching that. I mean, all I'm going to say about that to start was that Baby Bop we're past fucking there. Baby Bop was there.
As much as Baby Bop deserves the recognition, let's pump the brakes just a little bit because IWS superstar Alex Mays had a hell of a performance at Effie's Big Gay Brunch. I could not be happier for Alex.
And he was more over than Baby Bop.
Yes. So let's pump the brakes on Baby Bop and
hashtag sign Alex Mays.
Yes.
Hashtag sign. It's making its way on Twitter. Sign the guy. He's so good.
I was so hyped on seeing that match, and I was very stoked for Alex. So it was great to see. Definitely deserves it, and I hope there's more for him in the future.
If you watch our new shorts that Zach are putting out called Curtain Jerk, Alex Mays' favorite word is bitch.
Oh,
and bitch we need to get him signed.
He was up in that bitch.
Yeah, he was up in that bitch. He was killing it. That was a lot of fun. That was a great time. There's a good show all around. Lots and lots of fun.
The Nick Gage Vikingo match was everything that we said it would be. It was such a contrast in styles. It was fantastic. I mean,
amazingly sweet takeover, bitch. That is what Alex Mays is. That's right. Yes. Let's go. Sign the guy. Sign him.
Sign Kristara to the sweetest fee because Kristara is incredible. Alex Mays is fantastic. Sign them up in this bitch. Just trying to get as many in as I can.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But yeah, I had somebody message me off to the side about that match and was just like, it wasn't great because it was such a clashing of styles and it just was kind of clunky. But it's still, the spectacle was fun.
Yes,
it was a spectacle.
You were not getting Takeshita Kenny Omega with that match.
No, I mean, we're not Osprey Omega at the Tokyo Dome.
No. This is not, Luthez and Carl Gotch. This is, it's Vikingo and Nick Gage. So thinking it's going to be,
I think I'm dying over here.
Whipper Billy Watson and Gitch Mitchell doing arm drags for 45 minutes. But there was a fantastic, when Gage was tied up in the ropes and had the door against him, and you saw Vikingo jump off the ropes and drop kick the door. Top notch. Loved it. So I thought it was fun.
Oh, it was a good time. I didn't hate it. It definitely was something.
And Bussy and Violence is Forever was a lot of fun.
Yes. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, Bussy had a good weekend. The Big Gate Brunch. They took on Sunny Kiss and I don't want to say it wrong. Pimpinella.
Pimpinella Escarlata.
Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah, that was a good time. And then they take on Violence is Forever. What a match, dude.
Mm-hmm. I love Violence is Forever. Like, I cannot say enough good things about them.
That's one that I'm surprised they're not signed. Haven't been signed to some, like, maybe they don't want to be. I don't know. Maybe they've had opportunities, but that seems like that feels like a very perfect like Impact tag team or like AEW tag team or Ring of Honor or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
I was thinking throw them in the ROH tag division.
Yes,
with, the Workhorsemen and the Kingdom and all those guys, and like I'm right up in that, because Violence Forever can hold their own. So
sign them too. Sign everybody that we're talking about on the indie. Let's get these people paid.
Like Brian Keith after his fantastic performance against Adam Page, and sign Brian Keith is trending on Twitter. So just like
he's fantastic.
Sign Brian Keith.
He's fantastic. That is one that I'm surprised he hasn't been picked up by somebody, because he's wrestled everywhere. He's wrestled everyone. He always puts on a great match. 95% of the time people are talking about his match from whatever show he's on as like the best match of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't know. We've talked about it before. I don't know if it's a preference thing. Maybe some of these people realize like, no, I just like doing this because I can do my own thing, make my own schedule, yada, yada, yada. So again, if they don't want to be signed, so be it. But I'm surprised nobody's offered. If nobody's offered,
yeah,
I'd be surprised if nobody's offered.
100%, 100%. So, anything else stand out to you from last weekend?
I liked I liked Rina Yamashita and Masha versus Los Macisos. I can't confirm. Ciclope did not come out in the backpack. He wore the headphones the entire match, though.
And what color were they?
They were white.
Oh, okay.
They were white. Yes, that was a good time. The other GCW notables from the whole weekend is I really enjoyed Ashton Starr in that triple threat match. That was fun. Billy Dixon and Sawyer Wreck ruled.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a good weekend. It was just a fun little, like, it was kind of cool. Like, it was just like, and then we had, Payback was last weekend too. It's like completely different, styles of wrestling, but it was just full of like just fun stuff.
Yeah.
I like a little afternoon wrestling.
It's nice to have, like, it's a good change. So, I mean, like, you get so used to the evening shows, and then it's like, oh, it's 9:00. Gotta get ready for bed now. And you're like, ugh.
And then is Sunny Kiss out of AEW?
Yes.
Okay.
Sunny Kiss is now a free agent, so hopefully she
signed. Yes,
because
she was at Big Gay Brunch, and then I saw more independent things popping up for Sunny Kiss, and I was like, did they part ways there, not get re-signed? So good on Sonny Kiss. That'll be a fun independent run.
It will be. I know Sonny's been doing a fair amount up in Canada. I think Demand Lucha, if I'm not mistaken. So somewhere around there. But yeah, hopefully they keep getting more opportunities. So, I'm just punching up. Yes. Okay. So last Friday, when we were doing For Exposure, the Prestige ran the Roseland show again, and the main event was C4 versus Midnight Heat in a TLC match. I watched it this morning while I was on the old stair climber and treadmill, and the match was incredible. It's just over 30 minutes, and it's a bloodbath, huge moves, the drama that was built up throughout it, incredible. And I encourage everyone, if you get the chance, go watch it, go check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Did you say you were on the stair climber this morning?
I was.
So you get up early and hit this. Man, you're dedicated.
Yeah, I got to drop a few.
Speaking of that, I wanted to bring this up. Judas Icarus match with Sabin.
Yes.
Ruled ass, as Warhorse would say. But here's the thing. I'm going to be completely honest. I didn't know a ton about Judas Icarus before. I knew a little bit, and I paid a bit kind of attention, but not a lot. And then we announced we have Judas Icarus wrestling Zoe Sager at LPW 19. And so I'm doing research because I got to talk to him for the LPW show, which is now up on Patreon. Go subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah.
So I'm like doing some research, just kind of looking through some things. And that promo that he cut, did you see it after?
I didn't. Not yet.
Oh my God. He's now one of these guys that I'm like, whatever he says, I just believe it.
Was that the backstage one?
Yeah, where he's like, Prestige, why doesn't Prestige want me, man?
Yes.
Oh my God. I was like, this guy is amazing. He's now become appointment viewing for Pluggo, which again, I knew a little bit about him, and if he was on a card, awesome. But like now I'm like, I got to see more.
Well, you're in luck because he's going to be wrestling this week.
Yeah.
With Prestige again. But what I'm hyped for is the Sinner and Saint versus Motor City Machine Guns tag match that's going to be coming out because of that. I can't wait for that. Like that has banger alert written all over it. So
woo.
We just got to get like the sound clip of that so we can just play it whenever. It's like banger alert, then just play it.
Yeah. We post that quite a bit.
Social media. So
it's gotten to the point where people are like, "Where's the banger alert clip?"
Yeah, I had people in person ask me about it, so that says something. So
we're making moves.
Since we're talking about Prestige, you want to run down the Prestige show first?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm excited. Like I said, man, that promo. I'm like, it's like a lot. You don't get that a lot in just the professional wrestling where it's like, you believe what he was saying. I'm so excited to find out more about this guy. I'm pumped.
Yeah, I mean, especially to that level, like. That was a very intense promo, and it was one that like you don't hear ones of that style too often. You'll hear the ones where they're calling out someone else, and those are great. I love when a promotion can do video packages, promos, all that sort of stuff. But Judas's promo where he was saying, "Why does Prestige want me?" And just going at it, the look in his eyes, like you felt like there was something there.
I almost, in the LPW show interview with him, said, well, Prestige don't want you, but we're glad to have you. But I didn't want to, because I was like, I thought that would have been funny. But I was like, nope, got to be professional. Got to keep it professional. Professional Pluggo.
Well, because Judas was in town for the Winnipeg Pro Wrestling show a few weeks back, and we were talking a little bit. He mentioned he was making his debut in Montana. And that's this show coming up. Prestige, no art, no Cowboys, no rules. So I can run down the card first if you want, or we can just go match by match. Okay. So we've got Sean Spears facing off with the artist formerly known as Tyler Breeze.
That's it. That's such an interesting matchup.
We got Shun Skywalker versus Sonico, Trish Adora versus Liza Hall versus Kid Bandit, C4 consisting of Cody Chun and Guillermo Roses versus Los Suavecitos. So they're gonna give me a run for messing up their name. The one called Manders is facing off with Travis Williams. So people familiar with Travis Williams. In a tag team match, Midnight Heat is facing off against NDS, Levy Cruz and Riley Jackson. So Riley and Levy have been doing some great stuff in the Midwest, the North Dakotas, Minnesota, all that. They've been dipping over out west a little bit. So glad to see them get another chance. Fred Rosser versus Tom Lawler. And we got Matt Cross versus Adriel Noctis versus Judas Icarus versus Chris Brady.
Nice. I saw that last night, the Tom Lawler Fred Rosser match. I was like, oh, nice.
Yeah.
I love Fred Rosser.
Fred had he got the opportunity, to dip down to New Japan after getting released, the LA dojo, do some training there, and was a big part of New Japan Strong. So it's great to see Fred get these opportunities.
And then your best friend, Tom Lawler.
One of my best friends. You're my other one. So
okay. You can have two. It's all right.
Yeah. So yeah, Tom is great. He is someone who, just like you said before, about signings, he's someone that why is he not? Yeah. He's just incredible and very talented. Every match you watch with him, you're getting that 110%. You go back and watch the match against him and Moxley from Defy, and that's a match of the year candidate there. I think it was last year. You see the blood, the way it just flew off of the face and the sweat and everything, just how hard those two guys went. So.
Oh yeah, he's one that just gets it. He just gets it. He plays his role incredibly well. Whether he's winning, losing, you never know. He's given 110, like you said.
Yeah. He's.
And this card is on IWTV, correct? Prestige is running on IWTV.
Yes, Prestige runs on IWTV.
That's right. So to make sure for the people at home, so they know where to find it. Speaking of IWTV, they put up the WrestleCore stuff from a couple weeks ago. The one and only Spenny Love is doing commentary on those shows, so you should check that out and tell him how awesome he did.
Yes, definitely. There's some great matches on there. What's this? I did not. I said banger alert. Banger alert.
Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, you were delayed. It's okay. We gotta do it. I'm always ready. Lawrence coming in with the heat. That's all right, Lawrence. I'll let it slide. I'm sure I've messed up Blair's flow a bunch of times on this show.
What?
Just going off the rails and talking about crazy stuff, and then you're just giving me that look like, oh god.
Yeah, talking wrestling, and then all of a sudden I'll hear chicka fake ID.
If you're not in this class, please leave this class. Fogel, hi.
Okay. Travis Williams Manders.
Did you know I was getting a fake ID?
What did we just talk about 2 minutes ago? Not even.
Did you know I got a fake ID? Oh, that's cool. And I was like, we shouldn't tell Fogel, but we should totally tell Fogel because you could totally buy his booze now. Yeah, I'll buy the booze, party, and rock out, get drunk. All right, go. Sorry, Travis Williams.
Travis Williams, one called Manders. Very excited for this match. I mean, bit of a contrast in styles, but I have no doubt that the professional will rise to the occasion against Manders.
Oh,
yes. So when we do our picks, you know who I'm picking for this one.
Noted.
Any others that really
pick the opposite of Blair and you will win? No, I love Travis Williams. I love the one.
Do you want to talk about LPW 18 again?
Are we? That's what you're going to live by. That's your living your diet.
Because that was a clean sweep.
You're like that college football team that won a championship in like 1960, and you're like, remember that one time we won?
Doesn't matter.
It's 2023, guys.
Doesn't matter. A dub is still a dub.
Do you want to talk about the fact that we watched WCW Greed because I won?
That's fine. That's fine.
At least you got some content out of it. What did I get? Just kidding.
You got to spend a solid hour with me just yucking it up about Sean Stasiak. So
Chuck Palumbo.
Yeah. So I don't know what you're complaining about.
Sean Snitsky. Is that one?
No.
What was his name? Stasiak. It's contained. Gene Snitsky. Yeah.
You were combining Sean O'Hare and Gene Snitsky.
There it is. Sean O'Hare. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Sorry, it's early.
But
anyway, Travis Williams and Manders is going to be a banger. I'm excited for it. I think. Oh, should I?
I was giving it to you.
We could try it. Banger alert. I like that. We should use that too. We can use that one as well. Put that in the rotation. I was going to say the fans winning that one. That's going to be a hard hitting slugfest.
Trish Adora, Liza Hall, and Kid Bandit. I love this matchup. I think this one has huge potential. Liza Hall is one of the top wrestlers in the Pacific Northwest. So getting this opportunity against Trish Adora, who has been crushing it every opportunity she's gotten.
Yep.
And Kid Bandit is incredible as well. So I'm excited about this one.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say that could be a show stealer right there.
I think so. Any others that really pop out to you?
No, I mean, of course I'm excited for the artist formerly known as Tyler Breeze to wrestle that match. He doesn't wrestle very often, so this will be exciting to see. I wonder how they can. Maybe he's ready to get back out there.
It's possible.
And then Sean Spears, he doesn't do much in AEW, so it's good to see him get some reps in too.
Well, they run a training facility in Florida, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. Yeah, I
can't remember what it's called, but
that's not. Yeah, I don't either. I didn't even know they were running. I thought I'd heard something, but yeah, it makes sense.
I think it's called like Flatbacks or something like that. So
nice, but yeah, no, Prestige always is a good time. Puts on a good card. Always a fun show. So tune in, check it out.
Flatbacks, yes. Thank you, Lawrence. He is the research assistant of For Exposure, finding out all the info we need.
That's right. Lawrence is going to put that in his job title description so he can get more money.
Yeah.
The more jobs he does: lawyer, chaos producer, research assistant, just all around good guy. I mean, he's got it locked. He's got it on lock.
Would you like to talk about West Coast Pro first, or would you like to do some tidbits first?
Ooh, tidbits. Let's do some tidbits, and then we'll finish with West Coast Pro and GCW before we get out of here for the day.
I feel like we need to come up with a tidbits theme song. Just to it's tidbits, time and time for tidbits.
Juicy, sweet tidbit time with Blair.
And
we'll figure it out. I'll let them figure it out. Somebody write us a song. Somebody get us in line with some writers that know what they're doing. Make it a slapper.
Just an absolute banger. Okay. So this weekend, GCW is still in the US of A.
And he's also Blair and Pluggo's marriage counselor. Yes.
GCW is currently in the continent of North America, but next week they are going overseas. They are doing their own All Out in England. It's not actually All Out, All In, but they are over in Europe. They're doing England, Germany, a whole bunch of shows. And one of the matches announced for September 16th is Joey Janela versus Blue Cane.
Oh,
You know Blue Cane.
I do know Blue Cane.
Yes.
I don't know how that became a thing, but I'm here for it.
Like,
I thought it was like a joke at first, and then it became a thing.
and
But
Blue Cane
now he's
blew up.
yeah, he like exploded, and now he's wrestling Joey Janela.
So that could be fun. Pandemonium Pro Wrestling, that's down in California, if I'm not mistaken. Kid Bandit is the booker for them. They just announced Speedball Mike Bailey versus Mayu Yamashita. So,
Nice.
like,
come on,
it's going to
now.
be an incredible match.
It's going to be a sprint. That thing's going to go so fast. And Lauren's saying Blue Cane is the only cane.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Because all the hockey ones are terrible. So,
well,
that
other
wrestling one
that
is
the
terrible.
yeah. Although I will say my favorite thing on the internet is
hold on. Blue Cane is not the only cane.
Alex Cane.
Alex Cane
is the only cane.
Is the only cane. Sorry, Lawrence.
Boomaye, baby.
Yeah, Boomaye Cane.
I was gonna say there's a guy on the internet that does TikTok videos where he like takes tweets from Glenn Jacobs and then responds back to him in kayfabe of like, oh, because he, Kane has his political views, we'll just say, and then he uses what Kane did in his wrestling world to go, that contrasts here with what you say here. Like, he doesn't want, transgendered people in sports, and we're like, but it was okay when you fought China.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have crossover between men and women in sports. And then or how about the time you set your brother on fire, Kane? You didn't see. It makes me laugh because I just envision a guy sitting there in an office going, I did do that. Damn it. I did set my brother on fire.
It's like,
shit.
December, Prestige Wrestling and TJPW, Tokyo Joshi Pro. They are doing a show down in LA at the Globe Theater, December 14th. I assume it'll be up on IWTV when they do air it. But some of the names already announced: Maki Ito, Taya Valkyrie, Mizuki, Masha Slamovich, Killer Kelly, Mayu Yamashita, Sandra Moon, Rika Tatsumi. More are going to be announced. Tickets are still available. I even thought about flying out for that. That's how stacked this card is going to be.
So. There you go.
So that's another one. We're just rocking and rolling with these tidbits today. Okay. Yeah. Kaido Kiyomiya from Noah is going to be wrestling Pro Wrestling Revolver down in Dayton, Ohio in October.
Yep, I saw that. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, just the opportunity where he's someone you're not going to get to see doing tons of indie shows. So when he does, it really is one of those things where it's like, get your ass out and go check out the show. Ultimo Dragon is going to be wrestling for Pro Wrestling Revolution in San Jose. So we've talked about it. He's doing a shit ton of independent shows, which is incredible, like I said, for the fans, because it's, someone you may have grew up watching the WCW Cruiserweights, and now you're getting a chance to see him in person. So, I mean, for myself, I'm very stoked. I'm going to a couple shows that he's going to be wrestling in around here. So I'm really hyped on that. I was going to do the Eddie Kingston, Brian Keith matchup as a tidbit, but
I stole that one because I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The craziest part about that, to halt the tidbits for a minute, is like that's the only match that they've announced so far, and I was like,
that's the only match they need to announce.
I know. I'm sitting here like I don't know what else. And it's on a Friday night.
They could run a one-match card with that, and I'd be like, yeah, that's fine.
3 hours of Eddie and Brian Keith, just gauntlet style, just go crazy. Like,
hell yeah.
10 stages of hell.
John Moxley is going to be heading over to do OTT over in Ireland. OTT, if you're not too familiar with them, they would regularly feature some of the top European talent. Bring over, headliner of sorts, like a Moxley, etc. The video packages they used to do were some of the best stuff that I have ever seen. Like just incredible stuff. When Walter was over there, there was one with him, and I don't think it was Tyler Bate. I want to say it was Jordan Devlin, and
Funko Pop Devlin.
Yes, it was next level stuff, like just incredible. So he's going to be over there. Kent is going to be doing a few shows as well. So it's some variety. JPJ dipping into the chat.
Oh, yo, JPJ, what's good, dude? How was SmackDown last night, brother? He was at SmackDown last night.
Oh shit!
He was partying it up.
I went to a local show too, but it was not SmackDown.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was great. There was a lot of.
I went and picked my kids up in my work uniform and embarrassed them in front of their friends.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Then I ordered a pizza and cried about it.
That's okay. What kind of pizza?
Domino's.
Hell yeah.
The hand tossed pan. Oh, dude, fire.
It is, but we like to just make conversation.
It is, but we know that you went to a SmackDown show last night. I wanted to ask you how it was, buddy. You could, if you'd like, you can tell us about some independent wrestling in the chat too. But
yeah,
we just love you and your beautiful beard.
Okay, a few more tidbits for you. GCW, like we said, over in Europe on 9/22, they are doing. You got Nick Gage versus Joey Janela, Dark Sheik versus Becca, Bussy versus Manders and Mance Warner, Leon Slater versus Gringo Loco. So the next night, Blake Christian versus Axel Tischer. So that'll be a big one.
Nice.
Minoru Suzuki is going to be wrestling for MLW on a show.
Ooh. Murder Grandpa. Give me Murder Grandpa versus Alex Kane. Why not?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, see, JPJ saying the pan pizza at Domino's is the only acceptable pizza together. Yeah, 100%. It is. I've changed my life.
Yeah, the Domino's pan pizza is next level.
Because I've ordered the regular pizza, and I'm like, it's good. And then I've ordered the thin crust, and I didn't really enjoy the thin crust, but that pan pizza, I was like, it's worth it. Because it's $2 extra, but it's worth it.
100%. Like even they'll have the deals. It's like a medium 2 topping for $8.99, and then you can pick your crusts, and this one's going to be extra. Yep, that's fine.
It's fine. I'll pay it. I'll take out a second mortgage on the house for it. I don't care.
I don't care. The last tidbit I got for everyone: First Wrestling. They are running the Mall of America show tonight. So they did it last year. They're doing it again this year. It's going to be up on Fight Plus Live. So they only announced a few matches for it. I'm sure there's going to be more. You're going to see Eric Redbeard versus Jordan, Brandon Gore versus Brian Keith, Bussy versus the Brothers of Funstruction.
Who's that?
It's 2 clowns.
Okay.
Yeah,
is that 2 actual clowns, or is that just how you feel about the wrestlers?
It's 2 actual clowns. Like, I bet you they're probably just next level. Like, I would probably be all over their stuff.
Now I got to find out.
The match I'm most excited for, you got Aramis versus Gringo Loco versus Arez versus Vikingo. I'm just imagining someone's gonna jump off the third level of Mall of America. So I can't wait. I'm gonna be watching. I'm very excited for it.
So we got JPJ. First off, Domino's regular pizza's not good. Us being generous. Then Lauren's saying all pizza is good. So there are 2 rules. Yes, even bad pizza is good. It's better than no pizza.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. And then we got Ray Damascus in the house saying, "Damn clowns." Hi, Fred. He has to be clowns.
Ray's going to be on the show tonight.
Oh, nice. The show with the first show?
The First Wrestling show.
Oh, very cool. Vikingo is doing a 1080 off the second level of that place. Oh, my God. Put it into the air.
People are going to be lined up at the Best Buy there, and he's going to be doing a 1080 off the balcony.
And then you know what'll happen? People don't forget.
I got one more tidbit for you.
Oh,
We had talked about Sunny Kiss earlier. Sunny Kiss is entered into TurboGraps 24 for Black Label Pro.
I did see that because somebody had to bow out. I don't remember who off the top of my head, but they had we have a big announcement for a replacement, and that's a way to replace whoever it was.
Yep. So
TurboGraps is shaping up to look really good.
Mm-hmm.
That is in 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. It's not next weekend; it's the following weekend over in Illinois. Black Label Pro always does a good time. I honestly wish I could go to more of their stuff.
You should.
I should. I mean, I went to one and it was a great time. It was a fantastic time. I had a blast.
West Coast Pro from the West Coast with Love, featuring none other than Manami Toyota. That alone is worth checking out. This show is actually going to be up on their YouTube first, and then they're going to put it up on IWTV. So a little change in plans. I'll run down the card and we can take a little gander at what we want to chat about. We got a 3-way match between Aramis, Iron Kid, Black Taurus, Alpha Zo versus Lee Moriarty, Los Suavecitos, and a mystery partner versus Jaya Jewel, JT Thomas, Robert Martyr, Vinny Massaro versus Kevin Knight, Alan Angels and Kevin Blackwood versus the West Coast Wrecking Crew, Shun Skywalker versus Starboy Charlie, Takumi Iroha versus Johnny Robbie, and Titus Alexander versus Daniel Garcia. And I think there was one more.
Banger alert.
Banger alert.
Woo, woo, woo.
So there's also one other match. It's a 8-person tag match. I'm just going to find that one because I thought I screenshotted it.
Got Alan Angels and Kevin Blackwood on the same team. Just walking into that place, just nobody's going to like just cocky as all hell, ready to beat some ass.
There's also an 8-person tag between Ishmael Vaughn, Coobs, Kid Bandit, Viento versus Wicked Wicket, Kodo Hero, Lucas Riley, and Dom Kubrick. So there's a lot.
West Coast Pro always, and they always put on good shows, like sneaky good shows, or even in your face good shows. This feels like one that you're like, if you don't check it out, you're gonna miss some fireworks.
Yeah, the Black Sunshine, was it that a few weeks back? That was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Massaro and Titus Alexander had an incredible match. And I mean, Titus and Daniel Garcia is going to be a fucking banger. Like, that match is just going to whip.
I'm looking forward to Massaro versus Kevin Knight. I really like Kevin Knight a lot. So I think that'll be a fun time.
It's great watching some of those original LA Dojo guys, you know, develop the characters and be able to really like put themselves out there. Like Kevin Knight, he kind of strayed away from the path. Like he wrestles some New Japan stuff, but he's been doing Impact. He's been doing tons of independence. He's really putting himself out there. It's great to see that he's willing to take a chance on himself.
That's right, Ray. Banger after banger after banger. After banger. And Shun Skywalker, I'm excited for that. I need to get more familiar with some Shun Skywalker, and I think this is a perfect opportunity to do so.
Lee Moriarty also, I mean, he does a lot of the West Coast Pro shows, and him getting these opportunities because he's getting the shots on ROH. That's about it. But I mean, I'm game for more Lee Moriarty. Like, Lee's great.
Lee's independent run up to when he signed with AEW was like he was on fire. He was doing left and right. It was just like he didn't have a bad match. And then, you know, it's awesome that he signed and he's with AEW, but he hasn't quite got the opportunities that I think we all had hoped for. So getting him back at Alpha Zo don't sleep on Alpha Zo. I like Alpha Zo a lot. So this match will be a good one. It's going to be a good card. I'm excited.
I would love for Lee to get more opportunities. I mean, especially with AEW ROH. I hope it comes in time, but
Yeah.
like I'll take what I can get with him because you still get those random matches where he'll face off with like a Bryan Danielson or something, you know, and you're like, hell yeah. But then like he'll dip down, go do West Coast Pro and put on this fucking 5-star match, and you're like, this is what I know we can get all the time. So,
Hell yeah. Hells yeah. That's a good card.
yeah.
And that'll be on IWTV as well. And it's a West Coast Pro show, so you know it'll be on later. So you could probably fit in Prestige and then West Coast Pro.
It's up on YouTube first and then up on IWTV.
Okay.
So
I thought Prestige is doing the same thing? Or did you say
Prestige is doing IWTV if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I'm confusing myself here.
So Prestige is tonight. West Coast Pro is tomorrow night.
Awesome.
Yes. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Okay.
Not much, brah. What's up with you?
What up, brah?
Hi,
Mrs. Pluggo. What up, brah? Not much, dog.
Word.
It always throws me when she says things like that because I'm like, I'm not your bra guy.
They've started announcing more matches for their other upcoming shows, so it's kind of tough to keep track of like what matches where.
That's kind of the same with GCW. Like if you look at their Twitter feed, it's like, all right, you have a match tonight, but you're talking about, which I get it, promote. But it's sometimes I'm like, okay, what's this? When's this? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I look like Charlie in Always Sunny trying to like figure it out.
Yes, 100%. Because like I was trying to find the match graphic for the GCW show, and I passed about 6 different ones on the way to get to it. So,
yep,
it is
all right. Well, speaking of which, GCW also has a show this weekend.
Yeah, I'm just gonna punch that one up. I have
punch it up.
Yeah, I keep everything on my phone. I need to like use the notebook I have because that would go a long way. GCW crushed up. Okay. We're going to run through this one match by match. Okay. Tony Deppen versus Francisco Akira.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tony Deppen's back and he's on a run right now. He's excited to be back and we're excited to have him.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited that he's back. I mean, I've always enjoyed him since I first saw him. I think the first match I watched of his was a PWG match, and it was just so much fun because the crowd absolutely hates him. He's like the annoying brother that just gets away with everything.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited for that one. I haven't seen a ton of Francisco Akira, so
me neither, but I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm slowly starting to see more and more, which is great because there's only so much time in a day to watch wrestling.
He's popping up more and more places, or at least his name's becoming more and more visible to me, where it's like, oh, I need to get to know this guy a little bit better.
The East-West Express versus Bang and Matthews.
I'll let you start.
Well, the East-West Express are no longer the tag champions. So. Plus, the one time I did pick them, they lost. So, yeah.
Bang and Matthews, the former Bang Bros.
Yes, no longer Bang Bros. We do not want to get a order. I don't know if the lawyer is still in the chat room. So,
yeah, Lauren, can we legally say formerly known as the Bang Bros without getting sued?
This match is very much my jam because there's going to be so much flying, flippy stuff, and then Jordan Oliver is like on my list for wrestlers of the year just with the year he's had. So
yeah, and Bang and Matthews, I'm excited for. I just like seeing them more and more, getting more and more opportunities in GCW, and they've been killing it. So good on them.
And this is a big test for them as well. Like. They're really stepping up to the next level with East-West Express. We've got a 4-way match between Cole Radrick and Alec Price, Wasted Youth, Bussy, and Los Macizos. Yeah.
My only question is he going to wear the backpack?
Not a chance. He's going to wear the headphones.
He's now a headphone guy. No more backpack.
I think he's a headphone guy.
Rivera's steakhouse jacket. Headphone guy. They're gonna be red tomorrow.
Well, I think he's going to go back to the white ones. If they're still working, he's going with those ones. White with the silver Rivera jacket.
This match is always interesting to me when they get the Bussy, the Los Macisos, all that kind of stuff go, because you never know if they're going to go, because they always mix in like a bunch of comedy with seriousness, and you never know what's coming. So I'm excited. Yes, brothers. You can read it. Brothers who fuck.
Yep.
Also acceptable. Perfect 10, something like Perfect 10, yeah. like a bowling website. I have a feeling that's exactly how the Bang Bros conversation went when they were trying to come up with a new name. They're like, maybe we could go with like, Perfect 10.
Yeah, Perfect 10. Bang Bros. Okay.
I think I'm going to subscribe to the Vagtastic Voyage. This has become your unofficial super bad podcast.
Richard Holiday versus Charles Mason. Charles Mason is someone that I've seen very little of, so this will be like, I know he's been in GCW for a while, but
he's a crazy sumbitch.
Yeah. So him versus Richard Holiday is very much, I'm interested in this because I feel like it's definitely a contrast in styles, and that's very much up my alley. So,
Mason's got the Pero card, so watch out, Richard Holiday. Hopefully, you have made a friend in the GCW locker room to help.
Did you
counteract that?
Tarot card or Pero?
Pero. He's got Pero. The Pero card. He can play the Pero card. Pero comes out, helps beat the shit out of Richard Holiday for him. So hopefully Richard Holiday has some friends.
It'd be better if he did like tarot card readings, but they were Pero card readings. And
just
flipped cards of Pero.
There you go.
Merchandise gimmick. Joey Janela versus Alex Coughlin. We mentioned Kevin Knight, getting those opportunities on the independents. I hope this is the start of Alex Coughlin being able to do some.
Nice.
Because he's been all over New Japan. He was a focal point of Strong. He's done some other, I can't remember the one he did. It might have been with New Japan Strong, but I know he did that deadlift German or deadlift gut wrench to JR Kratos. And he's a solid dude. So,
so he's going to throw Janela into the second row.
Yes. So there are some hosses out there on the independents. I want to see Alex Coughlin against all of them.
Big meaty men slapping meat on the independents. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Maki Ito versus Killer Kelly.
Yes. So much yes. This match is going to rule.
That's up your alley, eh?
It is. I love Killer Kelly. I think Killer Kelly is phenomenal. And you know how I feel about gang affiliated Maki Ito. I think it's the best thing ever. So I'm here for that.
Maki Death Kill.
Maki Death Kill. She's calling out John Moxley. Let's go.
Do you think we get Maki Ito versus John Moxley?
I hope so. That's the dream. That would be the dream. So please, somebody make that happen. And I want Maki Ito to go over on Moxley as well.
If that happens, then you've got a new contender for that international championship. So
that's right. Let's do it.
I don't know if TK is going to do that. Just saying.
Come on, TK. You got to earn back some goodwill with a lot of fans. This would be the way to do it.
No, he doesn't. He's fine.
I said some fans. I didn't say all of us. Some people are mad still, bro. But they see Maki Ito taking care of business against John Moxley. They'd be like, oh, I'm back. They'd be like, CM Punk who?
Oh, man. There's so much room for fun with an MDK versus BCC feud. Nick Gage and Maki Ito.
Oh yeah. See, the wheels are spinning.
They're turning.
That's just gold. That's just pure gold I've given them.
Rina Yamashita versus Mike Bailey.
Yes.
So Bailey's got a busy month and a half coming up. Like, there's some incredible matches on the docket for him.
That guy's always busy. He
Yeah.
never stops. But that's gonna be a good time. That'll be fun. I'm super interested to see how the styles clash there. You know, Rena's more of an ultraviolet, just death. She'll eat a light tube right in front of you. Mike Bailey is not. As far as I know, Mike Bailey doesn't snack on light tubes, but we'll see.
I don't think so.
Lawrence, if you're still in the chat, let us know. Have you ever seen Mike Bailey snacking on light tubes? Oh, yep, see, deathmatch speedball.
Yeah, Lawrence is on the ball.
Like, Lawrence is here, man. No, like the speedball can do the deathmatch. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think that's his like specialty. So I'm interested to see how this plays out. But of course, we're picking up my boy Speedball.
Yeah, I think we should start calling Lawrence Clutch because he comes up in the clutch every time. Like,
Clutch Cartier.
No time. Clutch Cartier.
That sounds like a cologne, like Clutch Cartier by Calvin Klein.
You know what? If it made me half as good as Lawrence, I would be all over it. I'd be bathing in it.
Yeah, he used the light tube once and the internet lost his mind. The most crazy I've ever seen him was Yokoshida, and that was a speedball that I think scared everybody. So maybe he has to get to that place to take care of Brina Yamashita. But what would Clutch Cartier smell like, Lawrence? Sandalwood notes with some orange peel or something.
Like just fresh air and positive masculinity.
Hell yeah.
Combined. And it would just be incredible.
I think I've told Lawrence this. I think there's a whole market for him to do like those, like to do cheesy late night commercial type deals for stuff like cologne or like the punk date website where it's dating. Like he's got a whole punk date
website.
The punk date website. Yep. Oh my God. Lawrence has got a whole lot in the bag he could pull off. Dude's surprised he's not a millionaire yet.
Would the punk dating website be called Punk Pals? Because
no, it'd be Punk Date, where you know, like our update that we do on Thursdays. Watch the show. Oh, Cartier is already a very famous cologne company as well as jewelry. Interesting.
I took Punk Date as like a punk dating service. So
that's what it is. Punk Date.
Not just Punk Date as the CM Punk update. So break. God. Last but not least, Blake Christian and Deathmatch Royalty facing off against Masha Slamovich, Akira, and 3 question marks.
Now, when you say you said Blake Christian, Cardona, and Steph DeLander?
Yes.
Versus Akira, Masha, and question marks?
Question mark. So mystery person.
Is it going to be Nick Gage?
That's who I was thinking right off the bat. Like,
see, like I get the mystery, like the fun of the mystery part, but if it is Nick Gage, just announce that it's Nick Gage.
Yeah.
That you don't need to mystery opponent me. So it makes me think if it's not Nick Gage, I wonder what they have up their sleeve.
Invisible Man.
Who's got beef with Cardona? Or Steph DeLander for that matter, or Blake Christian.
Fuck everybody.
Right. Yeah. So I mean the opportunities here are endless.
Oh.
Maybe it'll be Marco Stunt.
You will never give that up, will you?
No. Not until he's back into a wrestling ring where he rightfully belongs.
Oh. Okay. 8 matches so far. If you had to pick one that would be the banger alert, which one are we given banger alert status for?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm really into the Speedball Arena match. I think that's banger worthy. Well, now I'm just incredibly intrigued on this main event. I think that's going to be, depending on who that third person is, that could be a banger. Banger.
Banger alert.
Woo, woo, woo.
I like the cadence there. That was good.
Tidbits. I like this card a lot. There'll be a lot of fun stuff on there.
Yeah.
The East West Express, that tag match is also going to be a lot of fun.
And this card is tomorrow too. So all 3 cards are tomorrow. Or no, one of them's tonight.
I was gonna say I know that there's one tonight and two are on Sunday.
Prestige is tonight. The other two are tomorrow.
Prestige worldwide.
Worldwide. You have your entire weekend of wrestling queued up for you.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we've got you covered. You know,
we set the table. All you gotta do is eat.
All you gotta do is eat. That's right. Yeah, that's right. So, and then we'll put the dishes away next week.
Hell yeah. So
no, this is gonna be a good weekend for independent wrestling. There's no big boys this weekend, so there shouldn't be any reason why you can't take in some fine independent wrestling. But I have a lot to catch up on from the week that was, and then I got because Impact had a banger last night. So I got to watch that, and then I'm going to be diving into this independent wrestling.
Hell yeah, buddy! Hell yeah!
That's the way we do it.
So I guess this will be the time where I plug my stuff, you plug yours, and we peace on out of here.
Yeah, do you do better with the outro than I did with the intro?
I hope so. You can find me here up on Love Wrestling every Saturday doing 4 Exposure with my good buddy Pluggo over there. As we take a look at the world of independent wrestling, as you know, because you're watching this, you can usually find me doing brunch as well, where my handsome face is joined by others, and we just brunch it up. So it's a good time. You can find me up on all social media as Crane Maker Wrestling Podcast. Just dropped a fantastic podcast with Judge Ben Omen of the Rads. Ben was incredible. We had lots of laughs. So check that out. I think that's everything. The podcast is available up on all podcast streaming platforms. So check that out. Subscribe to the Love Wrestling Patreon because you can see the video content of those podcasts as well. So please check it out.
Yeah. And I'm on there. Well, I'm going to try to do better than I did Thursday night because Thursday night we went 4 hours and I was like loopy at the end. So you could find me at Pluggo _ on Twitter and then at Pluggo Loves Wrestling on all other social media platforms. You can find me every Thursday night with JPJ, the guy who was in the chat earlier, for Between Two Beards. We always have a good time there. This past week we had Andrew Marshall of WrestleQuest on to the first half. Check that out. He talks about that new RPG video game, which is a ton of fun. He had a great time with him. And we had Rich King of the Rads on the back half to do NFL predictions. We did our over-unders because the NFL gets in full swing tomorrow. So we did that. You can find me again here with you every Saturday for 4 Exposure. And then wherever else I pop up on your, Love Wrestling show.
You guys went for 4 hours on Thursday night?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, we did the first half wrestling, then we got talking NFL picks, and we had Rich King come on, and then of course, we just started going, and then it got so bad. I was doing sorry, but I was doing the outro, and I was almost finished, and I go, oh yeah, and shit, 4 Exposure on Saturday, 10 a.m. Be there. I was because I was just I'm Pluggo.
I do not have a favorite NFL team, but I do have a favorite player, and I will support them wherever they go because it is the only NFL player to ever have my last name. So the Pacheco from Kansas City is my new favorite player. Yes, yeah. Isaiah Pacheco is incredible. He's the best player in the NFL.
Well, they
Doesn't
lost.
matter. Isaiah Pacheco is the best football player of all time.
He's definitely better than Kadarius Toney.
So.
But yeah, that was 4 Exposure. So we'll be back next weekend.
Yeah.
Same happy time, same happy place. But yeah.
Yeah. So for my good friend Pluggo and myself, thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. And peace in the streets.